All right, welcome back to my video. So today's focus is on when to parry versus when to block. So you have seen a lot of my videos and I talk about, the 8 important blocks that you need to know. But at the same time, I want to make a comparison between when to parry and when to block, because I have a lot of questions and I think this video is going to explain some of those questions, and I think it's pretty good too, because it pertains to at least some realistic situations, right? Because I have people who were asking me, okay, what happened when someone's coming at you really fast? Do you have time to block? And the reality is no, and that's what I said a lot in some of my videos, that you really don't want to block more than 2 times, because that's not realistic either, right? Because your opponent don't give you that chance for you to react that quickly, and that's when you're gonna need to learn how to parry, right? But then parrying also requires you to have some good footwork as well, because it's all about timing. Okay, all right, Rob, come on in. I'm gonna show you the comparison. Okay, so in karate, let's say if he punches me with this hand here and I do this block, right? So this is karate. While this is nice and very strong and solid, but yet this is also not realistic, yeah? Not realistic when you have 2 angry people at each other. And also, if you watch enough of UFC or MMA nowadays, you don't see anyone block like this either, right? So why do we train something like this? Well, first of all, number one is this is tradition. This is for you to understand, how to utilize your body in order to do a block, right? Or the other way of thinking is thinking blocking as an offensive move, right? So let's say if we get into a situation where I get to hold his hand, right? So from here, if I hold his hand like this, I can think of this here as block, but now I want to think it offensively, where I'm holding his hand, and this will go like this, bam, just break him right, through his neck this way, like a blocking motion. But yet blocking here is a striking move, right? So if I get to hold his hand, I go bam, knock his head, his neck, or I can lift his arm up and go bam, and just go underneath his armpit and break his shoulder. Okay, so that's a situation where you can use blocking as a defensive move and turn it into an offensive move. Okay, now I'm gonna take it to one level above. And what happened when someone is coming at you really fast, right? Where you don't have time to do like that, right? So if he comes to you fast and you just want to, just go on top of him, right? So parrying, you need to have skill to parry, okay? And these are the 2 secrets in order for you to parry correctly, right? 2 secrets for the hands, and the legs, I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. So for the hands is this. It's always important to go above or over on top of your opponent's striking. Now, how do you know when to go on top? It doesn't matter where he punches. If he punches up here, I do like this. See, I'm still on top of him. Okay, if he punches chest, I'm still on top of him. He punches down here, I'm still on top of him. You see that? Right? Always go palm down and on top. See, punch on top. Let's say he changed his hand on top. You see that? So this is how you parry, always on top. Now, should you parry this way? Punch, open the arm up, never, okay? So like I said, only 2 ways. So I just show you the first way, which is on top. And now the other way, it has to be vertical, this way, vertical with open palm like this. And I'm gonna show you why. So let's say if you punch this one here, see, vertical. If you punch the other one, vertical. See that? Vertical. So now top, right? Top, or he goes high, vertical, and vertical. Okay? So why do we do these 2 motions on top and vertical? Because it's the quickest way for your mind to react. Okay? He can come, think about this. So you see boxers, right? When let's say he give me a hook here, you see boxers, they hold like this, right? They hold like this with the gloves, right? So now in the street, when you hold like this, both your fists like this, what happened is, yeah, he's still connected somehow, right? But if you hold like this here, let's say he goes in and he's like, no, let's say he keep hooking, no, you see, no. You see that? You want to create that distance between you and him as well, because that's very important, right? Creating distance allows you to see what he's doing for you to intercept him. All right? So let's say if I decide to, first one, see, second one, see here, I'm on top, and here, let's do the other hand. So let's say right here, see I'm vertical, right? And then I hit him right to his sternum, okay? Because you don't wanna parry too much anyway. You don't wanna go 2, 3, 4. It's too much, right? So you just wanna go boom, boom, hit, right? Right when you feel, you hit, right? Right when you feel, you hit, right? Right when you feel, you hit, right? So when you are on top of him, already, continue to hit on top of him, right? There's no point to be on top of him, and then you see people who goes down here and hit like that. It makes no point, okay? Because really there's no power hitting from down here, okay? Even hitting like this, there's no power either, right? Now, why do I say there's no power? Because your body is still straight like this. As you're parrying him on the top and you hit him this way here, it's hard to connect 100% of your power. You can only probably, I would say, less than 50% your power, but you are hitting on his face. And if you are hitting on his face, you're taking his reaction time away. So you hit his face, he reacts, he probably do, you know, turn, flip his head back, and right when his head is back, then you can go forward and hit him some more, okay? So that's the important thing about learning how to parry versus learning how to block. Okay, so I'm going to share 3 ways how to attack your opponent when your opponent is coming at you, okay? How to attack after you parry his hands away. And I want you to start learning how to utilize your leg as well, all right? And not just only fist. So let's say if your opponent from here is coming and you go 1, 2, and bah! You see that? When I parry this hand here, I just go because now see he's coming with momentum, right? So as I part here, I just go right here, right? And you kick anywhere from his hip downwards, right? You take here or you break his knee, okay? There's no point to go anything higher than that. Now if you want to go higher, fine, but usually what you want to do is you want to break his momentum by going low, okay? The other situation, if he comes at you, go 1, 2, you break his neck, boom, break his arm, okay? That surprise element, right? Because usually when people punch at you already, they're gonna come at you at least 3, 4 times, okay? And the other one is, let's say if he comes in, you go, right in here, okay? Turn over and just lean yourself back and just go at it, right? Right into the center line of his body, okay? So I hope this video is helpful. If you like what you saw, again, please click like, subscribe, share it with your friends, put some comments below. Let me know what else you want to see. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.